the rookies making some big contributions. DK with some huge plays in their last couple games.
They do get Io Manor back in this game, back from that hamstring tweak. There's a completion. Beautiful ball. It's Okonkwo. As the rookie scans the defense. Jacksonville's going to bring 5. Ward gets it out quickly, completes the helm, but beautifully played by Antonio Johnson. Long snap from Morgan Cox. Johnny Hecker, the holder. And the kick from Joey Sly from 28. As Tennessee is going to salvage 3 points. Titans bring 5. Lawrence slings one up the seam, and it's caught. Diving snatch. Parker Washington emerging more as a pass catcher in this offense.
He is looking to Parker Washington, and he normally comes through with those big catches.
So fresh set of downs for Jacksonville. Play action from Lawrence. Over the middle, completes again. Myers has a convoy. Myers all the way down to the 5-yard line. So Denard Wilson, defensive coordinator. What does he dial up with this defense? 3rd and goal. Lawrence, end zone, caught. Myers for the Jacksonville touchdown. Have their first lead as we play late stages first quarter in Nashville. 7-3 Jacksonville. Is questionable to return with a back injury, so Hamilton with a nice little assist. We'll see if that has to continue for them. We'll keep tabs on that as DK returns the kick across the 30. Football, did it come out? What's the call here? No signal yet from the officials. Brad Rogers talking about it. Liam Cohen has his game management guy, John Dykema, in his headset, but he saw enough, threw the challenge flag, and it works. As Lawrence throws across his body, and that is caught. What a catch. Tim Patrick working in front of that sideline, as that will take us to the end of the quarter. So Liam Cohen now in the season in terms of challenges, 3 of 4, up 7-3 as we begin the second quarter here in Nashville. Lawrence from the gun, protected, throws towards the end zone, wide open. Strange, touchdown.
Well, look at the pocket. He has all day. He's like a little baby kangaroo in his mother's pouch, all protected in the pocket. And then look at the confusion on the safety. Kevin Winston Jr., he gets confused.
Is LaQuint Allen. Lawrence, QB design run. Lawrence is in. So Jacksonville gets its first 2-point try converted of the season. It was Peter Skoronski who recovered for the Titans. 3rd and 5. The rookie steps up in the pocket. Everyone covered, trying to buy himself some time, and he's going down. Josh Hines Allen, who has found the spark in his rush game.
That have really led to Tennessee being able to make some plays.
Lawrence, quick delivery here to Myers, who had the touchdown catch and a 50-yard grab earlier. Jacksonville brings 4. Ward gets it out, little shovel pass ahead. Spears, monster first down for the Titans. Looking for a spark here at the end of the first half, down to 34 seconds. Ward delivers. It is going to be caught. They're a couple of yards short. James Prochet on the catch.
Yeah. So you have been able to grind out some yards handing the ball off.
Too far for a quarterback sneak. Ward throws incomplete. Boy, he had Pollard, who was all by himself.
Well, they got a kicker now that has pretty excellent range.
Lawrence over the middle, and Lawrence completes. Remember how conservatively, Arch, they've played the end of halves over the last couple of weeks.
How quickly you can get it off to get across that 50-yard line.
Remember Cam Little, week 9 in Vegas, hit the NFL record 68-yard field goal. Lawrence wide open is Strange. Strange trying to get out of bounds.
The middle. Call a timeout with 1 second left.
They got that timeout, so everywhere on the field is in play here for Lawrence. Lawrence over the middle, gets it to Strange. And that is going to make for a much easier kick, easier in quotation marks. So more potentially big news for Jacksonville. The kick by Little is perfect. So the Jags capitalize on the late penalty, and they build on their lead.
But they drop out.
Ward's pass is complete. Gets it to Jefferson. They are short, about a yard short of the line to gain.
And make sure they don't allow Tennessee's defense to capitalize on all those changes up front.
Tennessee bringing 4. Lawrence pulls it back, and Lawrence sacked. Jeffrey Simmons.
Now, I do believe that they did have some early success bringing a combination of the 5-man pressure and forcing the offensive line to communicate.
It was James Lynch who got his hand on the football. 3rd and 10. Lawrence, he's a runner. Has some blockers. Lawrence runs for it. Boy, someone loses a hat. Hard collision for Denard Wilson's defense. He is battling 4th 3-and-out that they have forced. There is a penalty flag thrown here right in the vicinity of the Logan Cook punt. It's going to take a Jags bounce all the way down to the 26 of Tennessee. Remember, we had that potential running into the kicker
Personal
late in the
foul,
first half.
roughing the kicker,
and we get one
44.
here.
Yep, boy.
15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Line movement and force this offensive line to communicate and protect.
3rd and 10 after the penalty. Lawrence steps up. Lawrence completes. Thomas, first down connection, run out of bounds.
Really, I think you look at it too, the way all those football teams are running the football and not putting it all on their quarterback to go out there and make every play.
Lawrence goes across his body off play action, where he's been good. Myers.
Just get back to doing what you do well, and hopefully they start to stretch the field.
Another fake handoff from Lawrence, and they're humming at this point, trying to take advantage of the Tennessee penalties. 15th play of the drive for Jacksonville, I beg your pardon. Ground game. Tootin. No signal. Now they say touchdown.
All you got to do is just beat the contact one-on-one with Barton at the line of scrimmage. Barton tries to go low, and Tootin, who's really shown an ability to break tackles.
Ward on 3rd and 11, protected this time underneath the helm. He's going to be well short. Jacksonville scoring 25 unanswered points as we play late stages 3rd quarter. Trevor Lawrence faking the handoff to Etienne and throws a dart. Myers, who's had a big day for the Jags, he picks up 9.
As good as any team in the league over the course of the last 4 or 5 games, but
they wiggle free here with Etienne. How slippery he is.
You know, with the different changes on the offensive line for Jacksonville and getting guys in different places, I wouldn't be surprised to see much more pressure and trying to get Lawrence to make a mistake.
Starting right guard, Patrick McCary. So certainly one area of concern for this Jacksonville offensive line. Boy, we've already, and there's another one.
Again.
A late flag. Cook got hit earlier in the game. This is DK meantime. DK sprung free, but boy, this one is going to be negated. Well, hasn't translated into wins as they come with the blitz here, but they're hoping to finish the season strong. Lawrence again feeling the pressure. Jeffrey Simmons as Tennessee operates from their 45-yard line. Looks like Wingard is coming on the blitz.
Oh, boy.
And that pass is caught. They're going to be well short of the first down. Okonkwo with the catch. So 4th down. McCoy is going to go for it here. Spears is going to have it. Cam Ward rolling out. Not going to give Spears much of a chance. Boy, he's lit up. Lawrence 16 of 27, approaching 230 yards and the 2 touchdowns.
To get him to go from promising rookie to taking that next step to legitimate quarterback in the NFL.
Cam Ward from the gun here will complete over the middle. That'll be Restrepo, guy he goes back to his college days with. Looks like Restrepo's in some. See if they'll snap this one here. And they will. As this will take us down to the 2-minute warning. Ward, the check. Pollard, open field, slips a tackle. Football came out. Had plenty of help. His defense, multiple sacks for Josh Hines-Allen. Their defense arch looking fierce as the Jags get to 8-4 on the season.